Maintaining a positive relationship with my students and families is probably one of the most important things to me. I start each year by prioritizing communication with families and by building a strong classroom community. I begin by building relationships with my students and their families, sometimes even prior to the first day of school, to earn their trust. This might be done through either a welcome letter, at a meet and greet type situation, or from previous encounters with siblings, maybe at school events. And I really take pride in getting to know my students' families, to get to know my students' interests, their backgrounds, the support systems they come from and have at home. And I genuinely think that that needs to be done in order to understand the whole child. Later on, to build my classroom community, we establish rules together, we talk about expected behaviors, we talk about our differences, we develop friendships and trust in one another, we laugh, we cry, and we simply become each other's school family, and we start looking out for one another. Building that strong classroom community usually just comes naturally to me, partly because of my outgoing, positive personality, and also because of what I really value in life. I value human relationships, and I genuinely believe that each and every one of my students has the potential to succeed, and I think they're well aware of that. I maintain open communication and often through positive notes, phone calls, emails, newsletters, and I also keep an up-to-date website with important information. I try to respond to any phone calls or emails within 24 hours just to show the value that I place on those relationships. I welcome volunteers in my classroom to help with small groups, to help with teacher work, such as prepping projects, cutting lamination, taking down bulletin boards and such. I've also welcomed parents into my classroom to celebrate birthdays and holidays, and even at times to share their background or expertise to enhance our understanding of what we're learning. So there's many opportunities for families to come in to strengthen their understanding of what's going on in the classroom. I offer support to families, and I create a balanced homeschool connection. I offer ways that they can incorporate what we're doing into their everyday conversations with their child. I make myself visible in the community by staying active and volunteering for events before and after school. I keep in touch with families even after the school year is over, because one of the most rewarding things for me is having students and parents come back to my classroom to say hello, to ask for advice, maybe on an upcoming child who's entering school, to ask for reading advice, math advice, or even sometimes just for a little hug when they're no longer in my classroom. I sincerely apologize for going over the 2-minute limit, but as I said earlier, human relationships are something that I value strongly. I've been rated excellent on the Charlotte Danielson rubric in classroom environment for the past 3 years, and I just wanted to extend to you the many ways I establish and form such a bond with my students and their families.